All right, I'm here in the garden, and I got really excited because I I have this watermelon patch right here behind me, and I've been growing watermelon in my backyard for the past 5 years or so. And every year that I've grown watermelon, I seem to be having less and less success with my harvest. So like my first year growing watermelon, I had probably somewhere around maybe 30 watermelon by the end of the year, like throughout that whole watermelon season, which is good, right? It was my first year doing it. The second year, I probably had about 20. Third year, probably maybe a little bit more than 10. Fourth year, I probably only had like 3. Fifth year, which was last year, I had 1 successful watermelon, and it wasn't even that big. It was a decent size, but it wasn't as big as the ones I had in the previous years. And now this year, I'm growing. I decided, all right, I'm gonna take care of it. I'm gonna take care of it thoroughly. I'm gonna make sure it has all the nutrients that it needs and all that stuff. Plant the seeds, plentiful in this little box right here, and I've gotten a lot of watermelons starting to grow, but I keep getting the rotted ends on the majority of them. This year is definitely better than last year, I will say. But in the watermelons that I do have that grow to its full, that grow all the way to maturity, they're not even that big. Like I'm not getting the big watermelons I had in previous years. But I've been focused so much on this watermelon patch. But then guess what happens? If you look over here, I planted a sorrel plant, or a bunch of sorrel plants in this garden bed right here. Now, I don't know how this happened, but somehow, some way, a watermelon seed ended up mixed in with the sorrel plant in the sorrel bed. And from the very get-go, I saw the watermelon vine growing as a seedling, and I let it go. I was like, okay, it looks like a watermelon. So I let it go. But I looked at the leaves, and I knew it wasn't the same type of watermelon as the Charleston Gray that I have growing over there. Charleston Gray is what I've been growing for the past 5 years. There was only one year, which was the original year, that I grew, the regular circular green watermelons. I've been growing the long, light green Charleston Grays for the past 5 years. But this vine has been growing it's been growing pretty long for the past, few weeks or so. But every time I looked at it, I could never see any watermelons. I've seen flowers growing, and flowers leads to watermelon buds, which leads to the watermelons, but I can never see any watermelon. But then I come out here all the time too. But I come out here today, and to my surprise, there's like full-grown watermelon growing on the vine that for somehow, some way, I did not notice beforehand. Look at this. I literally was out here yesterday. That wasn't there. I don't know how fast these things grow overnight, but that was not there. Look at this. This is a smaller one, but this is even less covered than this one is. But that definitely was not there yesterday. I'm going to show my kids. My kids are going to be so shocked to see this because we've been looking at this watermelon vine for the longest, and we have not seen any watermelon on it. Look at this. I'm afraid to disturb it because I don't want to mess up the growth. I feel like whenever I disturb a watermelon vine, it messes up the growth. But all of us, this watermelon is doing better than the other one I've been taking so much care of. I don't know. I'm gonna call these my surprise watermelons. They just started popping up out of nowhere. Growing amongst my sorrel plants. But yeah, that's it, guys. Remember, the revolution will not be pesticides. Peace.